What's up guys, it's Sarah X, and today we are talking about nightlife in Pacific Beach here in San Diego. I moved to San Diego when I was 24 years old. I'm now 27 years old. I've lived in PB this entire time. So I've had my fair share of experience with the Pacific Beach nightlife. I'm just gonna talk through the ones that I've been to and the overall vibes of each one. Everyone has a different opinion on these places, so you're ultimately just gonna have to go and form your own opinion. In no particular order, we're gonna start with Silver Fox because I've been going to Silver Fox a lot recently. It's not something that I went to a lot earlier on, but for some reason I've been vibing with Silver Fox. It's kind of a dive bar. It's very small. It's a little dingy. Last time I went there was like stuff dripping from the ceiling, but it's a vibe, okay? Like the main reason why I go is because there's 3 pool tables and the pool tables are really nice. They are smaller than the normal ones, and so I shoot better on them. They have really good balls and like the fabric on the pool table is really nice compared to some of the other places. It is slightly easier to get a game, but I will say the line is always kind of long. Like you have to write your name on a chalkboard. But yeah, main reason I go there is for pool, but they also have relatively cheap drinks compared to some of the other bars, $4 beers or whatever. It's definitely a mixed crowd. Like you'll get some like grungy, like motorcycle bikes, leather jacket, spiky hair people. You'll get some, you know, people wearing some questionable political choice hats. But then you'll get a bunch of like random normal kids in their 20s too. So it is very much a mixed bag. Honestly, the crowd is not my favorite, but I go there because it's convenient and the pool table and the cheap drinks. Okay, number 2 is Cass Street Bar. I actually really like Cass Street Bar. Whenever I go, the crowd is just one of my favorite ones out of all the bars. I feel like it's always people my age, like in their late 20s. The people are cool. The food is actually kind of good. They have this spicy pasta that kind of slaps. They have quesadillas. Like people come there to eat dinner and to play a little round of pool. There's only 1 pool table. It's a bigger one, but it's set up so that there's like a lot of seats around that people can sit and watch. And so it's kind of a more like communal, chill. Like I feel like the serious pool people go to Silver Fox, but Cass Street is like more chill vibes pool. I feel like a lot of friend groups come here, so it's always like large friend groups popping a squat, eating dinner. They have a free popcorn machine. One of my more recent favorites to just go eat some food and play some pool. The third one I want to talk about is Mavericks. Mavericks is probably one of the most popular ones in PB. It's one that I went to a lot earlier on when I came. In terms of age, it is slightly a mixed bag. I wouldn't say it's like too young compared to some of the other bars, but you will get like early 20s. But you will also get some older people, so it depends. Mavericks is interesting because there's so many different sections, and so the front section is usually more like sit down at a table. There is a bar in this front section. It's more like talking, and then you have kind of the middle section bar, which is also kind of more talking, but the music is louder. And then you have the dance floor in the back in a separate room. That's where you can, I guess, rage. It's always very like lights everywhere, very loud music. They also have like the exclusive like seats if you pay for it, you know, the round table seats in the back. And then there's also another kind of side section. You can go upstairs, and then upstairs is a whole different DJ. It's kind of usually giving like awkward middle school dance up there, but there's a balcony where you can like be outside and look down. Yeah, Mavericks is fun. I will say there is usually a cover of $10 starting at 10 p.m. So you gotta really be in the mood to stay there for a bit if you want to get your money's worth. Also, the line can get kind of intense at Mavericks too. You usually gotta wait in that freaking line for a little bit. Fourth one, Moonshine, also one of the most popular ones in Pacific Beach. Moonshine is like the... I don't want to say it's like the country bar because they don't just play country music, but like people go there in like cowboy boots, cowboy hats, there's line dancing, and there's live music. So a lot of the times there's live music up until a certain point, like maybe like midnight or something, and then they start playing like the jams. The thing is they'll mix like country music with pop ratchet jams. But Moonshine is huge, okay? So we start with the front side. There's like karaoke, there is foosball, and there's kind of a whole kind of outdoor section. I don't know why, it's kind of a little bit of a barn aesthetic in the front. And then you walk through, and then there's like a huge dance floor. It's very, very big, quite air conditioned sometimes, but then there's like, depending on how many people, it can get really hot and the floor can get really squishy. There is a stage though because of the live performers. But yeah, I feel like Moonshine someplace that's just more fun the more drunk you are. The people who work there, they have like these these things where you can like pay them to like spin you and like take a shot off of you. You know, they have like some stuff like that. And then there's also this random survivor game there. I don't know why. The one where you have to like tilt in the maze and the ball. But Moonshine's another one where there's usually 2 lines that are both very long and also probably like a $10 cover most likely. And I feel like the crowd skews younger, early 20s. Then the local PB. Local PB is fun. They have trivia on Thursdays actually, but we're here to talk about the nightlife, not the trivia. Local PB has 2 floors. Usually the first floor is dead. It's all about the second floor. But the thing about local is if there's a line, you get in and then there's gonna be another line to go upstairs. So it might be a lot of waiting in general, unless it's like Cass Street Bar, Silver Fox, like more divey bar. If you're going on a popular night at a popular time, there's gonna be a fucking line, okay? Upstairs, pretty good music, okay? It's kind of like, you know, you got the TVs, you got the sports playing in. There's kind of an outdoor area as well. The floor, I don't know why, I associate local with sticky floor. Local's giving sticky floor, but good music. People go there to dance. If you want to dance, go to local. It's a fun place to go dance with your friends. It's not the biggest bar upstairs, but I feel like it's always a fun time. And there is a kind of a little exclusive section by the DJ. I don't know how you get that section, but I've been in there before and it's kind of cool. It's a little elevated. I don't actually know if there's usually a cover at local. I feel like there's not. Flamingo Deck. Flamingo Deck has really cool lights, is what I'll say. It's always like lit up really nice. It's like a pink and teal aesthetic. There is a cool little DJ like window that the DJ is like, it's just like a window. You'll have all the tables. So there's a bunch of like high top tables. There's a bar, a circular bar in the middle that everyone kind of crowds around. And it's very social. I feel like people talk to each other a lot because of all the like kind of larger high top tables that everyone gathers around. It's not a dancey bar, I feel like. It's more of a place to go get a drink and socialize, and they have really good food. Okay, Lahaina's is fun. Lahaina's is actually right at the beach. It's most popular around the sunset time, and that's also when it's gonna be the hardest to get in, is around sunset, because everyone goes there to watch the sunset because it has the best view of the sunset on Pacific Beach. They don't have happy hour specials actually, but they have like all the normal drinks. They got like margaritas, they have like slushy drinks, they have beers, but it's basically like a huge outdoor patio with like heat lamps and tables, and everyone just kind of stands there and vibes. You go to Lahaina to stand there, vibe, and watch the sunset. They do have an indoor place as well, but the indoor place is basically just the bar and like people waiting to go to the bar. There's like also another indoor section with some seating, and usually people dip after sunset. I left my ID there once and I went back to go get it once the sun set, and it was absolutely dead. If you go during the weekday, it's more of an older crowd. On the weekends, a little younger. Firehouse was a fun one that I used to go to way more often. It's like right next to the fire station, which is why it's called Firehouse. Kind of has a little bit of a line, not too terrible, but they used to have this photo booth thing. So they have like this screen where you could take free, like funny photos with your friends and then email it to yourself. The downstairs part is like, not fancy, but like it's kind of like a cooler, more mature vibe than some of the other bars downstairs. And then there's also the upstairs, which the upstairs is where most people like to go to, and that's where they have the music. The music I feel like at Firehouse is usually EDM or some kind of just like, you know, just like the beats. Nothing like, they're not usually playing like Gold Digger there. It's more just like, they have some cool decor upstairs though, I will say. There's usually some stuff hanging from the ceiling, some neon signs. The DJ's right in the crowd, so you can very easily get to the DJ. Okay, I've only been to Waterbar a few times, but my friends told me it can be like really, really young, like younger than 21, because apparently they are the most lenient on fake IDs. That's just what I've been told. I don't know if it's true. The line can be very, very long because of that, because you're getting that crowd who's trying to use the fake IDs. But it is a good dance bar. It is big. It is kind of like a sports bar before it turns into more of the dancey vibes. It is also on the beach. It is also where I found a $100 bill on the ground once, right outside Waterbar. I will say there is a gift shop underneath it that has some cool San Diego merch if you want some. Grass Skirt is lovely, lovely, lovely. I love Grass Skirt. It's more of like, it's a speakeasy, okay? You enter through like a fish shop or something. It looks like you're going into like the refrigerator back part of a fish shop. And then you go in and it's freaking like Hawaii out up in here. It's like a luau. I think I might have talked about this in my restaurant video, but they have like every so often, you know how like the Rainforest Cafe had the thunderstorms going on? They have something going on every so often like that too. Love the food. They have little bites. The drinks are more kind of Hawaii themed. There is a DJ, but it is more like sit down. It's more like you sit at your booth and you're like, you know, and no cover, but I think you can make reservations actually. Tavern is a popular one. Tavern, people like to go to watch games. The football game, basketball game, whatever game going on, you go to Tavern, you post up in that booth and you watch that game. And then at night it kind of turns into, I mean, the booths are still there, but like they move some of the tables out, and so there's some room to like dance. So you can go to Tavern to dance. But when I think Tavern, I think you go there to watch sports. Tavern's another one where I feel like people go in like huge friend groups. They sit at their booth and they vibe. Okay, Shore Club. Shore Club is a classic. I don't know why, I feel like tourists love Shore Club. That's just the vibe I get. Shore Club's also huge, and it's another one of those that have a bunch of different sections depending on what you're feeling. You have the section inside that has the TVs, that has the DJ, and the bathroom, and that's where people are usually dancing and people are usually sitting on the tables. I actually saw Miles Teller there once, just at a table like vibing, and I was just right next, I was chilling with the Miles Teller group. I was like sitting at their table. And then there's an outdoor part where people kind of sit and drink, and it's easier to talk because the music is quieter and it's like outdoors, so it's less hot. Then there's sometimes like a section like downstairs in the backyard, like on the grass. That can get a little frisky. Yeah, so Shore Club, you know, there's something for everyone. The music is generally good. You're gonna get, you know, more of like the sing-along music, like the get down and dirt, like I Don't Fuck With You, stuff like that. Okay, there's this place Society, which also has a bunch of pool tables. It's more of like a gaming bar. Like, I don't know if it was just dead the last time I went, but it was because it's so spacious, like it's never that crowded, and it's not a dance bar. It's like you go there to grab a drink, sit down, play some pool, play some cards, play some foosball. I don't go to Society that often. My roommate loves Lattitude, which I think is like more North PB. I mean, it's just like, it's actually really fun. I haven't been enough to like feel like talk about too much about it, but Lattitude is generally more of an older crowd. And by older, maybe like 30s. And then Open Bar, I've been to like maybe only 2 times. I do not like Open Bar, I'm sorry. Somebody I know though said it was like one of their favorites. I do not like it because it's very like frat party energy, and I'm just like not in that stage of life. Very frat party, sweaty, crowded. My roommate got like kicked in there. I don't like it, but people seem to really like it. Okay, and then those are all the ones I'm going to talk about in this video, and those are like the main ones that I've been to. There used to be a backyard, by the way. Backyard doesn't exist anymore, but that one was fun. Yeah, if I missed any, please comment down below. Please give your thoughts down below. Hope you found that helpful, and I'll see you later.